It is now my pleasure to introduce to you our undergraduate speaker, Karen Gordon. Karen is a candidate for a Bachelor of Arts in English with an emphasis in creative writing. Her academic advisor is Cynthia Scheinberg, Professor of English, Dean of Graduate Literary Studies, and Chair of the English Department. Karen was born and raised in Chicago, Illinois, and graduated from Senn High School in 1970. Karen began college that fall at a small private college in Western Illinois, but she left in the middle of her sophomore year and moved to Boston. She later relocated to Oakland and eventually enrolled at Mills as a transfer student. In addition to her studies at Mills, Karen has participated in M Squared and meditation at the chapel, performed in the 2012 Vagina Monologues, was a member of the Senior Gift Committee, and presented at the undergraduate Creative Writers event in November 2012. She has also produced 2 radio stories that were aired on local public radio KALW and are accessible on the Mills website. In addition to being a writer-coach at Albany Middle School, she trained and worked as an apprentice midwife and birth companion, giving support to mothers during birth, both at home and in hospital. Karen says her lifelong focus has always been to support women and children in whatever ways she can. Karen enjoys English country dance, music jams with friends, and writing groups. Karen's immediate plans after graduation include visiting family, continuing her work as a tax preparer and bookkeeper, and writing. Karen, will you please come forward?
In the summer of 2010, I discovered Mills' beautiful campus quite by accident and ended up applying as a transfer student. Earlier that same year, my brother had died of cancer. I was privileged to spend the last 4 weeks of his life caring for him. We had not been so close since we were children. My brother was my contemporary and one of my best friends. We shared a life. We here at Mills share a life. Whether you know all the names of your classmates, whether you live on or off campus, and whether you are 17 or 60 years old, we share a life here at Mills. Mills may be an oasis of beauty and education, but it is not an island. As a college dedicated to social justice and diversity, we must be active in our whole community and care about the lives of people on the other side of our gate as much as those here on campus. Mills is a place to discover who you are and who you imagine yourself to be. A place for entrepreneurs to develop skills necessary to realize their dreams. A laboratory for scientists and artists of all disciplines to experiment with new forms in their given media. And a forum to address questions of societal fairness and equity. At Mills College, I have learned as much from my brilliant classmates as I have from my dedicated professors. We each teach and learn from one another. My radio professor, Holly Kernan, reminds her student reporters that we are guests as we go out into the community, looking for untold stories to give a voice to people who may not otherwise be heard. We ask them, what would you like to tell us about your life? People have much to say if we are willing to listen. Mills is part of Oakland, a complex city that includes many cultures which inform and enrich our lives. I moved to Oakland over 30 years ago, and my college plans were quite nebulous then. I continued to study at community colleges, eager to learn and hoping to graduate one day. Some of us are constantly searching, exploring, looking for direction. Some have come to Mills with specific goals and ideas in place. And some are compelled, as I was, by a life-changing event that makes it impossible to ignore our own desires. We care for our parents, our children, our friends, and often must put our own dreams on hold. That final month with my brother is precious to me. I learned that life is unpredictable and fragile. I could not wait any longer for my dreams and desires. I had to make a leap of faith and finish college no matter what. As we graduate today, our class of 2013 has dreams and desires that cannot wait. Our ideas and projects can impact the world in positive and profound ways, and we can do this with conscious grace and caring. Together and individually, we can give back some of the gifts we have received here at Mills. Thank you.